very much.
Congrats on a very good decision.
Thank you.
How does it feel to get a win for your hometown?
Oh, it feels amazing. Like, funnily enough, the last time I fought in Dublin was exactly here 4 years ago, roughly 2 months and 4 years ago. And I haven't been here since, so it's nice to get one in front of a full crowd. I brought 231 people here today, so to perform like that in front of them is a big deal for me, and it's a great way to start off my Bellator debut, and I'd love to get back here again in the future.
Absolutely. 2 judges scored at 29-28 in the end.
Yeah. Do you know what? He landed more strikes. I was kind of holding on. I couldn't really breathe properly. My nose is full of blood, so I couldn't catch my breath, and I didn't want to risk overdoing some techniques and making mistakes, because I might have fatigued a bit quicker. So I just decided to play it safe. I knew I was up 2 rounds anyway, and I knew he wasn't going to break me in the grappling exchange. So I thought if I just maybe held on and got a nice trip or two, I would have secured 3 rounds. But I can see why one of them or 2 of them may have gave it to him in the end. Yeah.
Sure. And last question for me, Nathan, who would you like next?
Fucking man, I don't even know. I just want to fucking enjoy my night for what it is and chill out for the night. I train very hard. This is my 3rd fight in 6 months, so I'm going to take a nice little 2-week break or something like that. I was out my last fight. I fought on the Saturday. I was back training the Monday. You know what I mean? So I took literally no break over the last 6 months. So I want to just get a nice little week or 2 off now and chill and clear my mind completely of the sport, and then come back then and start planning again then.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nathan,
Andy,
a hard-fought win. Was Scott Pedersen much expected in there?
Do you know what? I thought, like, in the first 2 rounds, I took him down fairly handy, which is... I had a feeling I was going to get that inside trip. I got it twice, 2 or 3 times, but he was very patient on bottom. I was kind of expecting maybe to try bridge and roll a bit more, and maybe I'd try get mount or even like a submission or something. I was trying to force the submission a bit. I was trying to force his arms out up to maybe get head and arms or force him to roll, but he was very calm and patient. So, hats off to him for playing the super cool, even in the positions he was in. So I kind of underestimated him a bit, but he was very calm and patient, I just had to match him for calm and patience. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, at the start of the second round, you landed a nice counter right hand. Did you feel that you'd heard him?
Yeah, I knew I heard him. He wobbled a bit, and I don't know. I thought maybe if I took him down, I might be able to submit him, but I obviously should have just maybe backed off, hit with some nice clean shots, and I think I was too eager for like a submission finish, because in my head I wanted to get a nice sub. You know what I mean? I just kept envisioning a submission win in my head, so I think I just oversold it a bit to myself and was so eager to get the sub that I didn't like necessarily just be a bit patient with the strikes, because obviously I have knockout power, as we've seen the last 2 fights. So maybe on a different night I would have stepped back and maybe landed some nicer clean shots.
We spoke before the fight about the lull you went through in your career early on. You'd suffered a couple of losses. You rebuilt it back on the local scene. Was there extra pressure coming in here tonight, fighting on a stage like this in Bellator?
No, not really. As I said, like, this is my 3rd fight in 6 months. I'm so familiar with the process at the minute that, as well as that, I'm training since a young age. Like, this is bread and butter for me, so I think I just think the nerves and all that are not as big a deal as what they were maybe a few years ago when I was younger, because I'm so familiar with it all. But I think being a part of such a successful team and an established team like SPG also brings the nerves down a bit because of what I face every day in the gym.
What was it like hearing could you hear the Let's Go Nathan chants?
No. The only thing I could hear was my corners. Stitchy, it's all I can really hear on the night. I have a weird way of zoning out just to hear my corner. But funnily enough, I was in his corner for a lot of the fight, so I was hearing his corner more than anything, unfortunately.
Last question from me: when's the next shift in Aldi?
Why'd you bring that up? I'm trying to focus on the MMA career. I don't know. We'll see about that one soon. Sound, Andy. Thanks.
Nathan, so obviously you would have had a lot of fights on the region scene before this.
Yeah.
Some people get to jump straight into Bellator.
Yeah.
What's the difference been like going from, let's say, the halls to a 3 arena?
In terms of fighting, there's not much difference in terms of fighting, because you're in to do a job to fight anyway. The only difference is maybe the capacity of the crowd, and just the only difference between this was just the name of the promotion. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I'm paid to fight, and my job is to fight. So I train every day, and I get in there and fight. The arena is the only difference, and maybe the capacity of the crowd. So everything else is the same. The training says the same. The attitude says the same. Everything is the same, just bar the place you're fighting.
Of course. And obviously it's your Bellator debut. Is it a multi-fight contract, and like, do you expect to be back in Dublin again, or would it be somewhere else as well?
This was only a 1-fight deal. Like with the crowd I brought and the dominant performance I put in, I think they would have me back. You know what I mean? I'd like to be back. I thought it was very professional. I was treated very well during the week, staying in the hotel and everything like that. So it's something I would like. But in the meantime, you know, we'll see what happens. If I can fight in Europe maybe a few times before that back here, I'll do that as well. Try and rack together some more wins, and then hopefully get back maybe on the next show. But until then, I'm just gonna take it fight by fight and just see what else is out there. And if they want me back, I'll be back straight away.
And obviously you have a lot of teammates fighting the card as well. What's the kind of vibe in the locker room like, having all of you in there getting ready to fight?
It's fucking savage, man. Honestly, it's, you know, like, you train every day with these people. I see these people more than my family. You know, we bleed, we sweat, we cry together. You know what I mean? There's a real brotherhood there and sisterhood with the girls as well. So, you know, it's just sharing an occasion like that with all my family and my friends, and more importantly my teammates. It's just fucking, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Since I'm a kid, this is all I ever wanted to do in my life. My first day on the mats was a Muay Thai session. I stepped on the mats and decided from the age of 13, this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I'm sticking to my guns, I'm doing it, and doing it with a great team beside me.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Nathan, you brought a massive crowd with you.
Yeah.
How important is it, the support of your friends and family, to the success of your MMA career?
You know yourself, boys, it's a lonely sport, MMA. Like, in terms of like teammates, you can blame your teammates if you in football, if someone else scores. You can blame your teammates if the decision doesn't go your way, and there it's all you know. So to have like all my family, friends, and my team support me, like I brought like 231 people today, sold 231 tickets. Maybe some other people came for me as well, I'm not sure of, but you know, I brought that many people and they were all here for me. So like, that blows me away, and it fucking makes me heart warm. You know what I mean? Not many people can say that they've brought such a big attendance for themselves to the crowd. So I'm fucking grateful as fuck. You don't even understand, boys. I love this, and them coming here for me makes my day. You know what I mean?
Did you change anything different because of the size of the arena or anything, or did you keep your preparation for the fight the exact same way as you would have fought in the halls?
No, it's all the same. You know what I mean? Since day one, I've never changed anything. The only thing I've changed in the previous years is just my team. You know what I mean? I kind of outgrew my old club. I was the only fighter there. I had no training partners. My coach took a break away from the sport, and he decided he wanted to do jiu-jitsu. So I took a bit of time off, and you know, I went through some shit, and then I came back and I joined a new team and implemented maybe some slight changes in terms of my attitude to training and just kind of methods around training. But in terms of my hard work and my discipline, everything stays the same.
Conor McGregor was watching a bit of your fight out there. He was screaming instructions to you. Did you hear any of them?
No, I didn't hear. Actually, he wished me well backstage here. He came in and shook my hand. I don't know if you have me on Instagram, but the video of him eating the brunch on the bed the other night, he put up. I like yesterday I weighed in and I had a line of dirty milk, and I just done the same thing. And Lee Hammond sent it on to him, and he said he was pissing himself laughing. And he came in there and he's like, I love the video and great performance and everything. He was very proud of me. So I just want to say thanks, Conor, and I idolise him, and fucking really do.
Like, back soon? He looks like he comes back.
I would love for him to come back. You know what I mean? He's such an icon in the sport, and to have him back in the gym again would obviously boost everyone else's vibe. So I'd love to have him back and be trained alongside him.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Nathan, here we are.
Nice one. How are you, man? You all good?
I'm doing well. And you?
All good.
How do you feel after this win?
You know, I feel great. It was a hard-fought win. I didn't come easy. You know, although I dominated, he was very calm and composed, and he really made me bring out the best side of myself on the night. So I'm really happy and delighted to get a win against such a tough opponent.
Were you expecting that gritty of a fight, or were you?
I knew he was going to be tough. Like, he had 25 odd amateur fights. That was his fourth pro fight, and he's fought the best of the best in the world. He done the IMAF, so I knew he's been there, done that in terms of fighting and fighting against the top country. So I knew he was going to be tough. I just thought I'm a bit gutted I didn't get a finish. I felt like I could have got a finish. Maybe on a different night I would have, but still ultimately I'm happy to get the win 100%.
Awesome. Just want to say it was amazing to watch you going from Clan Wars champion.
Yeah. You've seen me from the start, Emmanuel. Yeah. So thanks very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much, boys. I appreciate it.
Congrats.